Today I'm making breaded chicken cutlets in the oven. So I started out by trimming the chicken. It's easier if you use a knife that's really sharp for this part. You just have to be careful. And I just trimmed all the little pieces off that had fat on it or I didn't want. And then this part you have to be kind of careful. I get it going and then I switch my hand to the other side of the knife so that I'm not cutting towards my hand just in case something happens. So here's another view. I just take the piece off that I don't want. And then I'm kind of just like filleting it here. You can see right here, I switch my hand to the other side and I just cut away from myself. And this doesn't have to be perfect. This piece on the top didn't come out perfect. You can see there's a hole in it, but it's okay. Doesn't really matter. And this is how you can get one chicken cutlet to really become sometimes 3 or 4 chicken cutlets. The only other thing that you can do to get them thin like this would be to take like a meat pounder and then try to do it that way. But I think this way is just easier. So there's piece number 2. And this will make 3 and 4. So there'll be 4 thin pieces of chicken, which I think works a little bit better. I feel like it cooks a little more even instead of just having like a really thick piece of chicken. So you just have to remember just to try not to cut towards yourself just in case. And there we go, 4 pieces from 1 cutlet. And here's the whole package that I cut. And I had some buttermilk and I shook it up before I did this. And I just dumped it over the chicken and I put it away. And I came back maybe 3 or 4 hours later. I shook it up so it was all over. I didn't want to leave any that didn't have the buttermilk marinade on it. And I went away for a few hours. And in the meantime, I took onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, ground pepper, and breadcrumbs. And I got everything ready that's going to be the breadcrumb mixture. And also while it was marinating, in this blue bottle here, I have vegetable oil. And I coated these 2 pans with a pretty, maybe it was, I would say about 2 tablespoons of oil maybe. And I just made sure everything was coated. And I set these aside while the chicken was marinating so that they were ready to roll. I tried to not use a cookie sheet that had like a thing around the edges. I don't want to lose the oil. Like my cookie sheets have like a little track that runs around the side and it sucks up all the oil, but they wouldn't really be like fried chicken if all the oil kept like going in that thing. So I like these glass and ceramic pans much better. And here I am adding the breadcrumbs, the pepper, the paprika, the garlic powder, and the onion powder. And I just mixed it all up evenly so that the chicken all had the same amount of seasoning. And the breadcrumbs that I used were also seasoned breadcrumbs. And I just dipped each piece in and pounded it with my hand a little bit in the bowl. And it's nice and thin, evenly coated. And I put it in the ceramic dish from earlier. And I drizzled a little bit more vegetable oil. You could see here, I try to keep the pans away from the edges of the oven if there's enough room. I don't like to put them up against the wall of the oven because that half of the pan is going to cook way faster if it's touching the wall. So about 25 minutes in, I took them out, flipped everything over, and what was on the top rack is now on the bottom rack and vice versa. And I probably cooked them for at least another half hour. They were about 180 degrees when they were done. And here they are. And they were absolutely delicious. We're enjoying them already.